Chicago Bulls go down to LA Lakers in Los Angeles despite a big game from Josh Giddey. Get into it right after this. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome back to another episode of Whole Lotta Bull. I'm Troy. Follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Troy, but more importantly, you follow the show at Whole Lotta Bull. So yeah, the Chicago Bulls go into Los Angeles in the first game of a back-to-back against the two LA teams. This one against the Lakers. And despite a really nice game from Josh Giddey, who fell 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double, Luka Doncic goes off on the Bulls, and the Lakers come away with a 142 to 130 victory. Luka Doncic falls 1 assist shy of a 50-point triple-double, his first 50-burger as a Los Angeles Laker. 51 points, 10 boards, 9 assists, 3 steals. Having his way with the Chicago Bulls, had his way with Marcus Bazelis, had his way with Josh Giddey, just had his way with the entire Chicago Bulls team. Jalen Smith, no one could stop the guy. Talking his shit, especially there with Marcus Bazelis in the first half when him and Marcus were having a little bit of back and forth. But yeah, the Bulls back to their losing ways as a majority of Bulls fans want them to be. So for you pro tankers, this is a great game for you. And in a roundabout way, for those of us who like me, like myself, who I'm not concerned by wins and losses. What I'm focusing on is Josh Giddey and Marcus Bazelis. How do these guys look towards the end of the season and their development? So in a sense, it's kind of like, despite the loss, it's kind of a positive sign as well. You know, Josh Giddey in this game, 27 points, 10 of 17 overall from the field, including 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. A season high 3-pointers made for Josh Giddey. Does only get to the free throw line 2 times. Marcus Bazelis got to the free throw line the most, at 4 out of 5 there. 15 assists. So he's had 32 assists in the last 2 games, 8 rebounds. So just like I said, mentioned earlier, just falling 2 rebounds short of another triple-double would have been his 4th in 5 games. But on the downside, does have 6 turnovers, and some of them were pretty sloppy, pretty bad turnovers as well. And he had some bad defensive moments. Let's be honest about it. Josh Giddey, he's never going to be a lockdown defender, but there was times where he was just bad defensively, but still gave effort in a lot of situations as well. But there was a difference. Definitely, there's some moments where Josh Giddey it looked like he was just out there being a witch's hat on defense. So he does need to be better there. But hey, 27 points, 15 assists, 8 boards, 2 steals. 10 and a highly efficient scoring night. This is a game where Marcus Bazelis was, when Marcus was on the bench, you needed Josh to step up offensively and create his own scoring opportunities, and he did that. At least the team in scoring with the 27 points. Marcus Bazelis, now he had that matchup with Luka Doncic for a lot of this game. He finishes with 22 points, 7 of 19 from the field, 4 of 11 from beyond the arc. So not an efficient night for Marcus Bazelis. Coming off the back of that 41-point game against the Golden State Warriors. He also finishes with 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. So he's still getting those stocks up. Well, but a game where you still want to see Marcus be a bit more efficient offensively in his scoring. Leonard Miller, he gets another start, another efficient game for Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller. 15 points, 9 rebounds, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Jalen Smith returns, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Trey Jones, 18 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, so 8 of 16 from the field, misses both of his three-point attempts. But just the come more of the stuff that we've come to expect from Trey Jones. Rob Dillingham, you could probably say maybe this was his best performance as a Chicago Bull. 12.7 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, and gets to the free throw line, 1 for 2 there. Does have the 4 fouls, but hey, at least Rob Dillingham wasn't a net negative out there. He was actually a team best plus 10 in the plus minus, if that means anything to you in this game. Um, but hey, it is what it is with Rob Dillingham. Nick Richards, 15 points, 4 rebounds for him this game, 7 and 9 from the field. You know, Josh Giddey setting him up a lot for his baskets. Excuse me, I'm hitting a wall. But yeah, like it was there was definitely a lot of his baskets were getting set up by Josh Giddey, just putting the ball in the right spot for Nick Richards to just make a simple catch go up and make the basket. And like we saw some Yuki minutes. About time now. Obviously, the ball was still without Isaac Okoro and Colin Sexton. Gershon Yabusele wasn't available for the balls in this game as well. Man, I'm really hitting that wall. It's my apologies. So yeah, Yuki gets some minutes. Does have 3 points and 2 assists and a rebound. Just goes 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. There was a couple of shots there that Yuki probably should have taken. And to get some and like Lockie Albright got some early minutes in this game, but only played 3 minutes in the first half, and then just plays the final 3 minutes of the game. 2 for 2 from the field for his 4 points and 1 assist. But also did have 2 turnovers as well. But yeah, the story of this game was that, you know, the Los Angeles Lakers, as much as the Bulls were very competitive in the first half of this game, or at least I believe they were, but this was a back and forth game. The Bulls were competitive for a lot of this. Now the Bulls actually did have a lead in the second quarter. I think it was they did have a 7 point lead, but you know the Lakers took control of that back towards the end of the first half, and then blew it out to a 22 point lead in the third quarter. The Bulls did manage to get it back down into single digits. I think we got it down to about 7 points in the fourth quarter, but the Lakers just held it steady for the rest of the game and just held on for that win. Looking at some of the numbers now, rebounding count dead even 41 apiece. Bulls are out have more assists, 34 to 31. Lakers win the steals 9 to 7. The blocks 4 to 3. The Lakers win the turnover battle 9 to the Bulls 15. As I mentioned, 6 of those coming from Josh Giddey alone. So Josh got to clean that shit up. The Bulls, to the Bulls' credit, this was actually a good. Apart from the turnovers, this was a very efficient scoring game from the Chicago Bulls, and 130 points, 53.7% from the field, 41.7% from beyond the arc, and 81% from the free throw line. Can't be mad. Like you definitely cannot be mad at the Bulls' efficiency offensively. It was a defense where the Bulls just overall were an absolute shambles. Lakers, you know, 72 points in the paint. The Bulls did have 66 on their own. Lakers have 30-second chance opportunities to the Bulls 16. So the Lakers getting on the offensive glass. But the Bulls do win the fast break battle there, 24 points to 13. Yeah, the Bulls were able to keep LeBron James fairly quiet in the first half. He didn't don't think he even took a field goal in the first quarter at all. But he ends up finishing with 18 points, 7 boards, 7 assists, and 7 and 13 from the field. You know, Yui, I'm blanking on how to say his name. Hiroshima. Hiroshima, what? Never mind. Brain just stopped working when it comes to Yuri's name. DeAndre Ayton, he has a big game against the Chicago Bulls. 23 points, 10 boards, 10 to 13 from the field, but he was just feasting on essentially Luka Doncic, just getting him easy baskets. Austin Reeves, 30 points, 13 to 20 from the field, 4 or 7 from beyond the arc. Already run through Luka's numbers, 17 to 31, 9 to 14 from beyond the arc. Like these guys were just so much more efficient than the Chicago Bulls, and defensively, well, I say a lot of the Lakers' easy baskets just came from god awful Chicago Bulls defense. There's not much more to say than that. And the Bulls defense was just absolute pitiful in this game. And I found it very interesting that the Lakers have a guy on their roster named Drew Timmy. And the only thing, me being a South Park guy, watching South Park growing up, all I can hear is when I see Drew Timmy's name is Timmy, 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 Timmy. But hey, is what it is there. Yeah, the Bulls have one more game on this West Coast road trip against the LA Clippers tomorrow. So they got to deal with Kawhi Leonard. And then Darius Garland's obviously now playing some games for the Cavaliers after that James Harden trade at the deadline. So it'd be interesting to see how the Bulls do close out the West Coast trip. After playing today, I'd almost expect this Bulls team to be quite tight. I'd almost expect tomorrow to be a blowout, to be perfectly honest with you. But at the end of the day, heart, effort, energy, no excuses. You may run out of energy, but I still want to see the heart and effort. Um, so to be quite frank, I don't have really much more to add. Like Luca went Luca. That's all I can say. Josh Giddey had a really nice performance despite the turnovers and the terrible defense. Good to see him going 6 for 9 from beyond the arc and quite confidently in a lot of those shots and some side steps. Um, Josh Giddey's adding some stuff to his bag, in terms of creating his 3-point shot. Not just becoming a catch and shoot, just relying on the catch and shoot, but like he's able to create the 3-point shot now. He's adding some shit to his bag. So love to see that for Josh. But I just want to see the Bulls keep feeding him and keep making him being the go-to guy offensively. And obviously, in games like this, if he doesn't really have it, then Josh Giddey's got to step up and get his scoring going as well, which he did. So yeah, that's going to do it for me today. This is probably one of the shorter episodes I've done because, to be quite frank, I don't really have that much more to say on a game recap. So yeah, that's going to do it for me today. Don't forget, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Troy. Follow the show at Whole Lotta Bull. If you're not part of the Bulls HQ Discord already, what the fuck are you doing? Hit us up if you want an invite link. And until tomorrow, Bulls fans, see red, be good, go Bulls.